Hello everybody. In this video we are going to learn about if statements, that how if statements works in Unity C#, and we have created one script named player, and we will add this script to our capsule just like this, and then we will program something here. So for if statement, actually these statements are used for conditions, whether some condition is true or false. So for if statement, whenever we write the if statement, we have to write it within a method. Okay, the only thing in Unity in C# is that we can place variables without any method. Okay, outside the method we can place the variables, but whenever we write the statements, if statements, we should need a method to initiate that if statement. So for example, if we want to add any if statement, we will write if, and then in brackets we will add the condition, and then we will make the curly braces just like the other functions you can see, and then we will add some code here for our condition. Okay, so this is the main process of writing the if statements. So let's see the practically implementation of this if statement, just for understanding purpose. So for example, we have a person named Ali. So he has age of 22. We will write public int Ali, who has age of 22, and one another condition we have, that we can write public, or we can add private variable as well, because we don't want to show this variable outside the script. So we'll write public int legal ID card age. Okay, so equal to, in Pakistan it's age of 17, so legal ID card age is 70. So we want to show that if this Ali is eligible for ID card or not. Okay, so what we will do, we will write here an if statement, and we will say that if Ali is greater than or equal to legal ID card age, then what will happen? So here we will write debug.log, just for testing purpose, debug.log, and we will say he is eligible. So now whenever we write a if statement, there should be an else statement as well. So else statement works that if some condition didn't happen, then the another condition will run. So we'll write else, and then we will say debug.log, and we will put the another condition. So we will say he is non-eligible. Okay, so that's it. We have written score plus equal to 15, and we have put this function inside update method. Okay, don't put this in start function. So because it's input, we are getting input, and on input key press of space we are getting this result. So hopefully the result will be 20. So let's see inside editor. Let's play the game, and then if we press the space key, you can see score is 20, and then when we press it again, the score becomes 35 because all at every time it's adding 15 to our recent score. Okay, so that's it. We can use this if then statement feature, the function, for different purposes. For example, if we write here, let's suppose we got 100 scores, then what we can do, we can add another if statement, if, and we will say score is greater than or equal to 100. If our score becomes 100 or greater than 100, then what will happen? Then we will add some condition here. So let's copy this debug function here, and we will say you win. And you can use this logic for winning the game in your real world games, and that we will definitely learn in some future videos. So let's play the game, and then our score is 5, and then if we press space, it's 20, then 35, then 50, 65, like this. And when it becomes 100, you can see now you win method evokes, and it's repeating itself again and again because it's an update method, and it will run 60 frames per second. Or limiting this message, what we can do, so let's delete this thing here, and now what we can do, that here we can add one bool variable. So bool variables are very important, so we will make a serialized field here, and you will also know the implementation of bool variables. So we will add private bool, and we will say has done, or any other name you can assign. So now here where the scores are 100, we will say that, and this is initially has done function, this bool is true. Okay, so here we will say, and sorry, not true, it's false initially. So we will say has done equal to, and we will use double equal sign, and we will say false. And then after debug.log, we will say has done equal to true, and here we will use only one equal to sign. Okay, whenever we add some condition, we will use two equal signs, or you can see everywhere we are using two signs. So but in function we will only use one sign here. Okay, so now what will happen, that only once we will get you win result, and then it will not be repeating itself again and again. So let's play the game, and you will see that our score is 5, and now it's increasing, and when it will come to 100, you can see you win message appears. And if score is increasing, we are increasing the score again and again, but the message remains still. So that's great. This is an implementation of bool variable with if statements.